Good morning, everyone, and happy Mother's Day. In Judaism, we all know that what determines if a child is Jewish is whether the mother is Jewish. And the reason for this is because not only does the mother develop the child for 9 months in her uterus, but the soul of the child, just like the physical body of the child, is developed from the genetics and the DNA of the mother over the course of the 9 months. The soul that's imbued in the child is also created through the mother and God. And therefore, the very soul of the child is a development and a creation of the mother. And therefore, the child's Jewish identity is connected to the mother. And so the fact that we are Jewish is actually the first reason we have to thank our mothers on Mother's Day. But we find that the word for mother in Hebrew is aim. Now, aim in English could be A-I-M. But in Hebrew, the word aim could also be read im, if. And perhaps there's an underlying message here about motherhood. The aim of every mother is to raise a good child. That's the ultimate aim of every mother. And therefore, the word aim also means if. If you were blessed with a loving mother who made you feel secure and loved and provided you with the proper upbringing and environment, and that helped you become a successful human being, it's all thanks to your mother, to your aim. And therefore, it's so appropriate that we celebrate Mother's Day, but not only today, but every single day of the year, to cherish our mothers. And of course, what we're really celebrating is love, because there's no love in this world like the love of a mother. As the adage goes, one mother can take care of 10 children, but 10 children can't take care of one mother. The greatest mother in Judaism, of course, is Mama Rachel, Mother Rachel. And on Rosh Hashanah, the very first day of the year, we read in the Haftorah about Mother Rachel, whose tomb is in Israel. And people go to pray there every day of the year, because the prophet says, when the Jewish people were exiled, Rachel mevakal baneha, Rachel weeps in heaven. Me'anali hitnachem, she refuses to be consoled. She cries for the pain and the suffering of her children. And therefore God promises her and says, I will make sure that your children return to the land of Israel. And indeed, after they were exiled, they returned to the land of Israel. And today, as the Jewish people are going through their struggles and challenges, once again we cry out to our mother, Mama Rachel, and Mother Rachel weeps in heaven, and like a true mother, never stops loving and caring about her children and praying for her children, even in her heavenly abode. We just returned from Israel, and we saw a modern-day Mother Rachel. And of course, I'm talking about Rachel Goldberg, Poland, who we met with in Israel. And this is a woman who inspired the world with the love of a mother. For over 400 days, as her child Hirsch was in captivity, she did not stop speaking and crying and pleading and traveling around the world for the plight of her beautiful son Hirsch, who was taken in captivity. And when we met with her last week in Israel, she continues, like a mother, to care for every one of the 59 hostages, continuing her fight. As she said, I don't want any other mother in the world to have to experience what I experienced, which was the tragic loss of her child at the hands of the Hamas terrorists. One of the very inspiring things Rachel Poland Goldberg told us was that every Friday night at the Shabbat table, she would bless her son and her children, and she would raise her hands to the height of Hirsch's head and bestow a blessing upon him. May God bless you and protect you. May God shine his countenance upon you and be gracious to you. May God lift his face towards you and grant you peace. And every Friday, while her son was in captivity, she would go out on her balcony and scream the blessing by raising her hands to the height of his head to send him that blessing. And she told us that even today, every single morning, she stands up, raises her hands to the height of Hirsch's head, and bestows the priestly blessing on him every single morning. And she adds 2 words. She says, may God bless you and your soul and protect you. May God shine his countenance upon you and your soul and be gracious to you. May God lift his eyes towards you and upon your soul and grant you peace. And that's the relationship and the bond between a mother and a child, which is everlasting, which is eternal. And so today on Mother's Day, if your mother is blessed, if you're blessed to have your mother alive, celebrate her and recognize that everything you are today is thanks to her. The word mother, aim, also means if. It's all dependent on the mother. All the blessings in your life originated from your mother, who actually created you and gave you your soul, your very essence. And even if, God forbid, your mother is no longer in this world with you, know that the relationship of a mother and a child is everlasting. And as Rachel blesses her son every morning, we can bless our mothers in heaven, and we could send them our love. And the way we send love to our mothers is by doing a mitzvah, a good deed, something that would make them proud, because the greatest joy of a mother is to have nachas, to have joy from watching their child do good deeds. That's the greatest pleasure for any Jewish mother. And therefore, as our mothers and our grandmothers look down upon us, the greatest gift we can give them is not a Mother's Day card or not a gift, but seeing their children perpetuating, carrying on the love and the goodness that they raised them with. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world, and a blessing for all those who are striving to become mothers. May God bless you that this year you shall realize your dream and become mothers. Have a happy Mother's Day.